Hey everyone, Charting Man Dan from ChartGuys.com. You know, behind every single video that we put out every single day, there's a wonderful community of traders that we want to invite you to be a part of. Try the free 7-day trial and gain access to our live market broadcasts every morning and afternoon, interact with hundreds of like-minded traders, or take part in one of our dedicated chat rooms, each led by an analyst that's there to answer your questions in real time. Our trial is risk-free with absolutely no commitment or credit card required to experience the TCG community. For those looking for a head start in technical analysis, check out our entries and exits course in the link below in the description. Get up to speed with the fundamentals of TCG technical analysis and experience over 5 hours of great community-driven trading education. Checking in on the tech sector, we bounced from the open, but in my opinion, we're going to form an equilibrium pattern with higher lows and lower highs. So the question is our lower high set yet? That's 55.13. We're going to watch that level tomorrow morning. If we cannot break 55.13, we will look to pull back down. I do believe that we will make a bearish break of that equilibrium pattern eventually, but I'm not going to be putting any money on that belief because I want to see an equilibrium pattern form and then a clear break to indicate the bears have control going forward. So we're watching resistance of 55.13. We have a bearish TCG cross of these exponential moving averages for the first time since the insane month run, where we did not consolidate much at all. So we have gaps to the downside still to be keeping an eye on. We have exponential resistance to test as resistance to get back over. SPY rejected from its exponential resistance today. And support is down at 54.37. The weekly time frame is a bearish reversal candlestick. Last time we saw one, we consolidated for a month. It didn't see much consolidation at all, but we did pull back a bit. So I am looking for further pullback. This is just week number 1. I don't think it's going to be dumps and huge moves and sky falling, but I do think it's going to be normal, healthy consolidation because anything above 52.33 keeps the bulls in full control. We can drop 3-4% and still be extremely strong on this weekly time frame. Checking in on Apple. Apple is an inside bar on the daily time frame. We could see Apple's strength pre-market, and it showed us that. NVDA was another one. Any name that did not gap down open and did not break the low of yesterday instantly was put in a separate category of strength. So we have an inside bar to be watching tomorrow with a range of 151.13 and 153.34. A bull break over the high of today, and we'll be looking at the high of the dump day, and a bear break, and we're looking down at the low. So we're already forming this equilibrium pattern on Apple, a bit of a head start compared to many other individual names. And we'll be watching, again, bearish reversal candlestick on the weekly time frame here. Last time we saw one, we consolidated very healthy for a short amount of time. Anything above 138.05 is a higher low. We could drop $12 and still be extremely strong. We can drop almost 10% and still be extremely strong on the weekly time frame. So that's what I mean when I say these names have been so strong since the election that they have given themselves so much wiggle room to pull back and still be extremely healthy. We could drop 5% over the next 2 weeks, and Apple bulls are still in full control. Facebook on the daily time frame, also very significant bull move. We held the low by a brief margin or a small margin, 9 cents, and the bulls showed up in a big way, and we closed strong. That's a strong close, one of the stronger closes we saw. So we have an inside bar here as well to be watching. A bull break of 148.15, and we're looking at 148.67. And a bear break of 144.51, and we're looking down at 144.42, the 50-day moving average, and then I would be looking down, and there's a little gap here at 144.17. So strong Facebook bull day, weekly time frame holding exponential supports, and still very healthy. Anything above 138.81 maintains the uptrend for the bulls. So we could pull back $10, well, not quite $10, we could pull back $8, and still be in an extremely strong uptrend. And we'll see how significant this lower wick is heading into the weekend. Bulls in control, still longer term. Short term, it remains up in the air. Facebook and Apple are two of the stronger tech names, so they do have inside bars already forming. And if we cannot break the high of the day of today on XLK, we will look for potentially further equilibriums tomorrow. We are anticipating volume to drop off, volatility to drop off as things settle down a bit. But again, I do anticipate a bear break of the pattern once things settle down because of where we are coming from. And this is just bearish reversal candlestick number 1. It hasn't even confirmed next week. We'll see if that happens. So I appreciate you watching. We'll keep checking back in as always. Have a wonderful night.